Charlie's Awesome World of Adventures, and today I'm going to give you my review on the bad guys. The bad guys are a group of criminals who are the most wanted in their city. Either of the criminals, Mr. Wolf tries to plan and with the team to get at the Golden Dolphin. However, when he accidentally helps a little old lady, he starts to wonder if they're supposed to be more than just criminals. So with the help of Professor Marmalade, Mr. Wolf and the bad guys will have to learn to be good guys. So I'll be honest, I know there was a lot of people who were really hyped for this movie when the trailers were shown, and me, I wasn't so much. I didn't think it was going to be bad, no pun intended. But I couldn't say that it looks like DreamWorks' best film, as it looks a lot similar to one of their other films, Megamind. But I watched it on F Movies the other day, and I surprisingly enjoyed this one. And this is the most action-packed DreamWorks movie there is, and I really like it. Okay, so let's start with the characters. One thing I really like is the amount of development on these guys. Even if the main characters are considered bad guys, we need some really good characters as for the audience to relate to. Let's begin with the leader of the bad guys, Mr. Wolf. As he seems the top criminal boss, known to be the villain of every story, and uses the plan of becoming good as a scheme so they can stay the bad guys and not get locked up. But as the film progressed, he would start to question if it would be better to stay with his friends or go with the good life he's given the opportunity. This can make the audience really relate with him. If Wolf, they can feel bad as he wants to do the right thing and become good, but doing one thing means he'll have to lose the other thing that he might really want to do. As for the rest of the bad guys, the film really shows these guys have one trait, yet the film manages to use that more of an advantage than a disadvantage. Rather it be Mr. Angela being the tech expert, Mr. Shark being the master of disguise, or Mr. Piranha being the arty guy and loose cannon of the team. The only other bad guy that gets us a lot of development is Mr. Snake, Wolf's best friend, and who feels like evil is the best thing. However, when he starts to hear that his friend and might be considering of joining the good life, he starts to worry as he believes they were only made to be bad guys. As for the rest of the cast, as there's Diana Foxington, and who could actually be seen as a love interest, but the film did a really good job of hiding the love between her and Mr. Wolf. As the sheriff, who was always in a temper trying to catch the bad guys, and Marmalade, who offers to help the bad guys to become good guys. However, he does have a twist that later becomes predictable. Yeah, I'd say the film executes it really well. Like, you know it's coming, but it does it in a way that you won't expect it to do. Now let's get on to the story. What what's more better, to living the bad life or the good life? That is the question Mr. Wolf is faced with. If they want to stay out of jail, they'll need to go good. And while trying to use it as a scheme, he finally snaps to Phil. It'll look that maybe the good life is the life he and his friends need. I'll start by getting the biggest problem of the story out of the way. Conceptually, this is not DreamWorks' most original work, as it can feel similar to many other films with a story like this. It's like Despicable Me, Descendants, and even one of their own movies, which I mentioned before, Megamind. It makes the story feel easily predictable, as you know the outcomes that the characters are going to go through throughout the film. Not only that, but if you know most things that are going to happen, it is hard to get quite on board with the adventure. However, that is only looking into the concept. When going into the execution, I can finally see why people were excited for this movie. One thing the movie focuses on a lot is the action. I'll talk about this a little later, but this has got to be one of DreamWorks' most intense action-packed movies ever, making each action scene incredible, and can leave the audience on the edge of their seat. Not only that, but the film does try to put in a lot of plot twists. I've already mentioned about Professor Marmalade's one, but unlike his, the rest of the twists can probably be very surprising, and even the more predictable ones are done in a way that you wouldn't expect, and is left more of a surprise. Right. Also, I can say now the message is really strong. Of being yourself and having a chance to write your own story. It's not the most original message out there, but it really relates well to the character, to Mr. Wolf, to have the audience be interested in that goal. The movie also offers some humour, and I'm not gonna lie, as action-packed as it can be, it also does offer some really good jokes. Where most of them are really funny, and can leave you chuckling for a pretty long time. And then there's what I consider to be the best thing of this movie, its animation. And I don't just consider it as the best thing of the movie. I consider this as some of DreamWorks' greatest animation they've ever put up on screen. I don't know where to begin. Actually, I do. And that's got to be with the designs. Where there is a lot of texture into them, especially with the animals, where everything looks so realistic, from their fur, to their features, it's like their ears, nose, tails, or little features on each of them, and that makes them stand out and make them into this realistic looking environment. Also, with the character animation, it is vibrant and it is quick. They managed to make the animals look a lot like humans, but they still move like their respective animal, and it can be really noticeable with some like Miss Tarantula and Mr. Snake. Also, the backgrounds are also so done to a high standard. I know that before you all go complain that we've seen a scene in an action flick before, or it's the way the movie deals with it, where it does show many places of the city that these action flicks never go to. showing new depth and new possibilities to make the scenes intense, and show a great use of modern technology on each of the characters and places. But the true highlights of the animation and what makes this movie a spectacle to watch are the action scenes. This is when the movie gets fully intense, ends with incredible moments that will leave each of the viewers on the edge of the seat, wondering how Mr. Wolf and the bad guys are going to get out of the next tricky situation. And like I said before, the movie keeps its intensity high to make sure each of these moments are intense as they are great to watch. So overall, I don't think I'll ever understand why I had doubts on this film from the trailers. The bad guy, as the children's book series is based on, and turns it into one of DreamWorks' most action-packed and intense movies. It may not have the most original story, but it does make up for it with some great action, some fun humour, incredible animation, really charming and likeable characters, and some good plot twists that can keep the viewers guessing. Of course, I would highly recommend this film, especially to those who are a huge fan of action flicks, as this will be that kind of animated feature. But honestly, I personally recommend and this to everyone. They may be bad guys, but they can still make a really good movie, and that's what I got this one an 8.5 out of 10. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!